Welcome to BMBBH News with Kev. News without the WS.
Four black Americans kidnapped in Mexico by armed individuals, and two of them end up dying. Two of them lived to tell about it, but of course, they're traumatized. Wow, what a sad story. And it goes to show you that we as black Americans, we have to be absolutely careful when we travel to other countries because, I mean, if you don't just look at the TV and you look at the internet, you will really see some shit. I mean, doesn't mean that you believe everything on the internet. It's just that these things like this happen all the time, and you'll see them on TV for a little bit, and then they're just forgotten about. And blacks in America has a right to ask this question: is the country really gonna give a fuck about these four individuals? I mean, as much news coverage is going on right now, I mean, what is the United States of America gonna do about it? And the answer is, like they do with everything else that involves a racist issue, nothing. I mean, shoot, go where you're celebrated and appreciated, black person. And I mean, the thing is, with things that happen such as this, we have to start really soul searching and saying that, hey, maybe we need to do better amongst ourselves, because it seems that we're only safe with ourselves. And that is compromised in many places in the United States of America on a day-to-day basis, because we don't like each other as blacks. And when people want to stay in this romanticized fantasy of blackness, they'll deny the truth. And the truth is, it's like, on top of us not really liking each other, everybody else doesn't like us. So this particular incident, this tragic incident, should be a wake-up call to black Americans. How on our own we are, but it's not going to happen because you got too many people trying to keep everything divided. Like, as long as I lived, things were always divided between blacks, whether it be schools, neighborhoods, cities, colleges, social statuses, gang affiliations. I mean, it didn't matter. There's always some way to divide us. But what I will say is this: my condolences to the families of the two that were found dead. One injured, one found unscathed. These four went to Mexico to get discounted tummy tuck, because in America, surgeries like that is thousands and thousands of dollars, and the Mexican economy is anybody can go down there from America and ball. So many people do go to get these unsanctioned surgeries just because they come at a cheaper price. Now, why the American medical system can't offer cheaper prices for people who need things, I do not know. But they were going down there to get a tummy tuck, and as soon as they hit that border, shortly after they hit that border, they were kidnapped. The border city of Matamoros in Mexico. Shoot, must have been a terrifying ordeal to be placed in something that is so far beyond your control. You don't know whether you're gonna live or you're gonna die. Four black Americans: Shaeed Woodward, Zendale Brown, Latavia McGee, and Eric James Williams. Latavia and Eric were the survivors. Unfortunately, Saeed and Zendale were both killed. Shaeed, I'm sorry. And my condolences to their families, because not only for black people, but for black men taking such a risk like that. Yeah. So, I mean, there's already a terrible influx of drugs coming from there. And like I said, for anyone who has seen a Mexican snuff film where they execute entire families, which I can't unsee, initially, if I was them, I would have thought this is not a good idea. But the reality is we don't see too much of reality. And that train of thought has costed us many of our lives. Just think about it. Just think about it. Just think about what these four had to go through in a country that is right next to us. This should be a wake-up call. Because we all we got. We all we got, period. But the thing is, Black Americans that look like Shaeed, Zendaya, Eric, and Latavia, in many places in America, cannot go into a black neighborhood. Which is terrible to think that, why are we as a people so hated and so victimized at the same time? We just want to live. We are the most welcoming, accepting people ever of any other group of people except us. So keep thinking that way, and stuff like this will continue to happen. My condolences to the families of Shaeed Woodward and Zendaya Brown, but like we gotta think. We gotta think. I mean, you know, there's not like the Mexican government has already apologized, but there's not enough apologies that you can show us for real. What are we gonna do about it, if anything? Or are we just gonna sit here? I'm just saying, that's all. This is not a video intended to denigrate Black Americans for not being more careful. It's just that this is a video telling Black Americans to be careful and move a little bit smarter. That discount ultimately at the end of the day was not worth it. Get in a gym. Work hard. Eat right. A tummy tuck is a shortcut. And the fact of the matter is, you're not under the regulations, the Hippocratic Oath. So, little shady surgeries. You know, how many times have you heard these little Insta models, you know, going to get BBLs in different countries, and then something either horribly goes wrong or they end up dying? You have to do things with some kind of structure and some kind of order. If they had gone the right way, like with some structure and some order, Shaeed Woodward and Zendaya Brown perhaps would have still been alive. But yeah, this is something else. But this is confirmation of things that I'd already knew. And I hope that with this tragic incident, that our awareness will become many times better than what it is now. Think about it. Think about how scary and terrifying that was for them. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. 4 Americans kidnapped, 2 of them dead. It's a damn shame. In a country that is next door to us. What is gonna happen? Think about it. The possibility of never seeing justice. Gots to be more careful. Till the next time, folks.